Hey guys, just Matt here from Shear Performance. I'm here this afternoon or this morning even. It's been a long day already. Probably longer for you, Chris. So just here with Chris this morning just to have a chat through his Shear Performance program he's been doing with Matt Smith and I, 12-week next level program. Yeah, thanks for joining us, Chris.
That's all right.
Good man. Chris, just give us a little insight. I know obviously I know a lot about you, but tell us a little bit about yourself, just in terms of what it was in relation to what it was you wanted from the program, and perhaps what drew you to it.
Well, to be honest, I'm older than probably most of the lads that would be looking at this. I'm 58 and I've been shearing all my life, been contract shearing probably since I've been 13 years old. But I just wanted to try and make my life a little bit easier because I still enjoy doing the job. I can still do it reasonably well. I just, just thought that the course would make life a little bit easier for me going into the season, type of thing.
Yeah.
So that's why I went forward with the course, just to sort of see, and to compare myself with other people. Sat home here on your own all the time, if you know what I mean. Going away shearing, you think, well, have I got too old for it, or am I still in the mix? It was quite nice to do, really. It's quite an interesting exercise.
Good. So what have you learned, Chris, do you think, from the course? Like, what's the sort of main takeaways for you? What can you think would be useful for you?
For me, definitely my fitness. I would compare it to, because I'm an experienced shearer to the extent that you've got all your tools in the toolbox, your latest handpiece, your latest combs and cutters and everything else. But the biggest tool that probably you neglect is yourself. And for me, as time gone on, the what I call mentality in the shearing world is big, tough lads, spear, keep shearing. Anything is a bit like try and keep fit and God knows what, is always a bit wussy, but that's definitely not the case. The biggest tool in the toolbox is yourself. And if that's not working, the rest doesn't matter at all. You might as well, and I think this has definitely changed me. I've lost a stone in weight. I've got more mobility in my joints and the way I do things. And it's definitely showed. I've been like doing or docking or crutching before the season starts. And normally I'm like, after a day's docking, you're stiff and sore. But I've had none of that. I'm up and buzzing and going. And I'm up there with the guys that are shearing I'm with that are in their 30s. So definitely I would recommend the course to anybody, to be honest. Yourself is the biggest tool in the toolkit, and this has taught me a lot that I probably should have done when I was in my 20s, not when I'm in my 58. Definitely.
Never too late though, Chris?
No, never too late. It was younger than you feel, they say.
What was that? Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. No, that's really nice to hear, Chris. And obviously, I was aware of that as well. But it's always nice to hear it again, and sort of, just sort of reinforces sort of why Matt and I wanted to do to put the course together really when we did. So, what would is there anything else you've sort of enjoyed in terms of the particular content within the course? I appreciate you've benefited from the fitness side of things, and mobility has been a big plus for you, with a little bit of weight loss as well, and energy levels to go with it. Anything in terms of the content within the course that you found interesting or useful?
Yeah, the diet was good. It's interesting because that was quite interesting to me, to the extent that you go to the supermarket, you pull things off the shelf, you don't think about it, you just eat it because it's there, you grab it and go.
Yeah.
I think that definitely makes a major change in how fit you become, in what you put inside you. And that was something I've definitely learned. I've just, like most of us, driving down the road with your truck, with your gear in, you pop into the local shop as you're passing, grab whatever's on the shelf. And it's probably definitely not the best option to get the best performance out of yourself, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, that side of it was really interesting. I also found, like, probably for me being older, the stretching and movements of the joints more. I'm never going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. I've got to the age where I'm, muscles and things like that. Younger chaps grow muscle, but I found I benefited from, like, the more supple type of exercises in it for me.
Yeah.
To get the more movement in the joints. As you get older, you damage yourself and injuries and stuff like that. And no, my joints, where I've injured myself over the years, they've got a lot more supple, and I've got a lot more movement in my sort of elbows and my wrists and my shoulders, where before it was all bound up. So that was really good, I think, personally, just to get that suppleness in my body. Brilliant. So I can get that movement.
Good. So that's, like you say, something you can take with you in terms of ongoing as well, isn't it? And things, ideas and concepts that you can take with you, which is good.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I think Matt Smith as well. I think, the knowledge that Matt's got in the shearing side is phenomenal. And for the younger guys, probably more than me, what he can bring to them to put numbers on their tallies will be unbelievable. His experience of doing the world record and traveling the world and doing what he's done, and his mental attitude as well about it is phenomenal. And I think, younger guys that are all going, oh, I don't know, I would definitely recommend it 100%. I think what they would learn and take away and the way they would push their shearing career forward would be unbelievable, type of thing.
Yeah. Well, luckily we've been able to see that in the time that we've been doing the course as well. Like, the young guys who have been, guys like yourself as well, like everybody's benefiting from it. But like you say, sometimes just sort of like some sit on the fence, deciding whether or not you want to sort of narrow that gap between where you are and where you want to be. And I think Matt is a very understated in how well he conveys that message. And I think you've obviously seen that through the content that he delivers on the course as well. So hopefully between the two of us, we, like you say, help a lot of people. So good.
Oh, definitely. And I think, like, even the lads I shear with in my gang type of thing, when I first said about it to them, they were all sort of trying to wind me up.
Right.
But that soon shut up when my clock started tallying up the numbers. And, a couple of the youngsters were way behind me. And they was like, hang on a minute, what's happening here?
Yeah.
It's just that being able to move, and, my pen speed has probably doubled. Pulling sheep out the pen from where I'm. Yeah, definitely.
It's great.
In and out the pen, like, and it's, that it's all there to be had. If you, the only thing I'd say to anybody, if they're going to do the course, they definitely need to commit to it 100%.
We say that too, 100%. Yeah, if you're going to go in, you go all in and do it. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, but I think that's kind of reflective, really, of, if you actually want to be better, you'll commit. And I think that's quite clearly what you've done, and a few of the other guys on the course as well. So I know I totally agree with you. You're going to do this. You're going to go all in and do it and get the best results and move forwards and take all of that with you, rather than just dipping your toes in and hoping for the best. So, that's good. Anything else, Chris? Obviously I don't want to take up all your time. I just wanted to sort of touch base with you and see what your thoughts were. And
it's been really good. I'll probably, because I've got coming on to this shearing season, I'll try and blast on. I'll try and keep up some of the fitness exercises now until the season kicks off, if you know what I mean, to keep me in shape, and then go for it. And hopefully I might even touch base with you next season just to sort of, see what I can do just to keep it going, if you know what I mean. Absolutely. I'm enjoying this. How do you put it? I feel lighter and fitter and mentally more aware, and I think it's done me a lot of good.
Yeah.
So
Brilliant, mate. That's all good.
And I'd like touch base with you and try and sort of put a bit of something together, just keep it going. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Brilliant, mate. Yeah, awesome, Chris. Yeah, really appreciate that, mate. And yeah, obviously we've got our last call tonight of the course, so I'll see you again tonight as well.
Right. Okay. Ideal.